Hello and welcome to this video where I will speak about high sensitivity and especially about the responsiveness to low stimuli. What we know about high sensitivity, what are the characteristics? It is in the end of the 90s, Elaine Aron, a psychologist, American psychologist, who spoke for the first time, who defined the high sensitivity for this character trait. What I will say here is mainly based on her work, but not only, also on other books and on my own experience, because I am a high sensitive person myself. But who am I? I am Marie-Elise Chateau, a business and executive coach in the three-country region. It's Germany, France and Switzerland. My office is in Switzerland, close to Basel. I've been working during 15 years, more than 15 years, in management in the chemical industry. And now I've understood I am a high sensitive person through my clients as a coach, because it was not usual for me to systematically meet people who are asking themselves so many questions like I do, who are getting upset because of their values, and also who know professional situations that I used to know when I was working in the industry. What really makes me satisfied is when the person gains in self-confidence and also sense meaning and joy in her or his job. Individual coaching is possible online. I also organize conferences on the high sensitivity, and you can see all my offers at once by clicking on the link that I put in the description of this video below. Who is the high sensitive person? It's an adult that has quite often heard that he is shy or introvert or too sensitive. Maybe it's a person who blushes easily in several situations in his or her life. And that's true, and that's what I will speak about in this video. The high sensitive person is responds more sensitively than the others to stimuli. And here I will speak about external stimuli. Myself, I heard as well, you cry for nothing, you get upset over nothing or over anything, and also that I take things too seriously. So at the end, the high sensitive person it is a bit hard to adapt to his or her environment. What we know is that it is recognized physiological difference in the brain. It's recognized now, and they have a deep way of processing the information. I've made a video on that, and the information, you can see my video. And also it's inherited most of the time. It's an heredity factor for that, and it's as many women as men who are high sensitive. Of course, this character trait has very good bright sides, and that's what I will show, and that's the purpose of what I'm doing, is that you have to go through different challenges, I would say, so that you really can enjoy the good side of this high sensitivity. So that's why you have first to recognize it, to understand it, to accept it, not to deny it, and to do the best of it. Now I will speak about the responsiveness to low stimuli. So we speak here of external stimuli that are recognized by the five senses. The five senses, it is the hearing, the sight, the smell, the taste and the touch. So I will take one after the other, and I will describe a little bit, just a few examples that shows that the high sensitive person is more sensitive than the others. So if we consider the hearing, so of course they can be disturbed by loud noise or repeated noises, and here I automatically think of parents. It's the last book of Elaine Aron about the parents who are high sensitive. I didn't read it yet because it's my whole life. Yes, children, we know they have to do noise to develop themselves, and sometimes it might be something a bit difficult to stand for the parents. So that's good to be aware of it, and because the solution is, I will show you in the next video, the sight. I know someone who is very sensitive to light, and he puts sunglasses under the slight ray of sunlight. And I also think of my father, who is very good at finding in the grass 4-leaf clovers. He can find several. I cannot find any. And he also does that on the 1st of May. He can see very well the small details. When we go to find the lily of valley on the 1st of May in the forest, he is always coming back with many of them, much more than we all can find. That's really impressive. About the smell, it let me think of myself. I'm quite sensitive to this one. The smell, it let me think of a musty smell that I really can feel, can notice when the other around do not notice anything. I was, for instance, taking a course, and it was in an old building, a monastery, kind of monastery, and it was raining for days because it was in spring. And when I entered the building, for me it was such a strong musty smell that I couldn't even stand. It's not really a nice smell, I think. And when I said to the other people, I mentioned that to the other people, they couldn't even notice it. And that was very strange to me. I really thought that it was something special. And I didn't know at that time what is high sensitivity. The taste. For the taste, I like to take this little game that I used to play in Sweden because I was winning all the time. They really like these little candies, these sweets called bilar that you can find by IKEA, actually, in the little shop where you have all the specialties from Sweden. And we took this bilar. I've been living there almost 4 years. That's why you become addicted to these little sweets. So we took them, and the game was a blind test. You had to discover the color through the taste, and it's quite difficult for many people, it seems. But yeah, for me it was quite easy. But more seriously, I can say that many chefs in restaurants, they are high sensitive persons who have the taste, the sense of taste very developed, of course, which makes sense. The sense of touch, it is the clothes that the itchy or scratching clothes that we don't like, or the label that has to be cut on a cloth. For that I think of children, because high sensitive children, when they are so small and they cannot take off their clothes on their own, and they also cannot explain what happened to them, then they are really in a difficult situation because they cry, and the parent maybe doesn't understand what's happening, and that might be a difficult moment for these poor children. And I also think of myself. Just by touching my daughter's hands, I really can feel if they have been just have been watched or not. I cannot say yes, because I will really feel it, that it's not. I don't know, I have this feeling for that. Quite practical sometimes, but with the situation we are facing, hands are always clean. So you see that it can be a great advantage, you can use it. You see that they notice so many things from their environment through these kind of sensors. We will see that it can be also called over-arousal. So what happens, what solutions for that? That's in my next video. I thank you for listening to me until now, and I invite you to put a thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, to put a thumbs up if you like, of course, to subscribe to my channel if you like it as well, and to share it, and also to activate the bell. Every Tuesday I will bring a video in English. Thank you very much for your attention. I say goodbye.